cycling fans all over the world. This is Trickstuff 2.0. My name is Klaus. We are here in our new home in Pfaffenweiler, close to Freiburg in the Black Forest, where we build the best brakes. And Doug is going to show you how we do that in our new home here.
So here we are in the assembly facility of Trickstuff. This is it. This is six workplaces where people build brakes. It's not an assembly line with fully automated processes, but skilled mechanics building one brake at a time, checking one brake at a time. And this is the reason why we can't build, or we don't build, millions of brakes each year. We build way smaller numbers, but with a much more attention to detail, because we don't want it to be a mass-produced product. It has to be something that is made. Each brake is made for the rider.
I'm the new head of engineering here at Trickstuff. I've only been here about 2 months, and so what I'm doing is I'm here in the workshop learning about all the processes that they've developed over the years. Our group is going to be responsible for improving anything, so it's really important that I understand how we do it already.
And I'm like the quality check of the brakes before they go out of the house. At this point we are polishing every single brake which is going out the house with our special drill.
Pads and discs are important in any brake. So what our goal is that a Trickstuff disc or a Trickstuff pad is always an upgrade. You don't want to buy a whole Maxima set. You're happy with the brake you have, but there's still something you can improve, and that's putting Trickstuff pads in or our disc, and you will increase your riding experience. You will upgrade the power of your brake. This is what we check here. So you've got Lucas on on the test rig for discs and pads, and we've got Louisa here doing the shear testing.
Alright, this is our long-term test rig, and with this test rig we can simulate up to 1 million brake cycles, and we use it to check how the primary sealing is doing. So let's just turn that on.
So this here is our brake test rig. Here we can measure all forces and torques that are appearing on brakes, and especially we push our discs and the brake pads to the limit by really hard tests, and we reach definitely really high temperatures so that the disc can glow really red. So this is our shear test rig. Here we are testing the connection between the backing plate and the friction material. So basically we destroy the brake pads and see at which force that will happen. That's the peak where the brake fell off the backing plate. So that's the residual shear load of the pad.
Wer billig kauft, kauft zweimal. That is something people in Germany say, and they mean that if you buy something cheap, you actually buy it twice. And that is something that we always have in our mind when we make Trickstuff products. We want to build them to last. And they will last a long time, which means that buying them is actually an investment. So our products are constructed on an investment level. What an investment level product means is that once you buy it, you make the initial investment, you have this for many years. You will ride it on one bike, and then a few years later you will take it to the next frame or to the next cockpit, and maybe after a few years you need a service, but then you will keep riding it and you will have it on your bike with the same amount of fun and safety.
In this room we check whether the stuff that came in is according to our needs and whether there's any chance it will make products not work in actual use. Maybe we can have a little look at this one. This is a clamp that can go from a SRAM interface to a regular handlebar. We put that on a lathe with a little rig. What we're looking at right now in the next step is just the surface quality. And of course, if you take every brake and saw it apart and try to use it afterwards, usually there are customer complaints. That's why we do it a little differently. And as we are not producing or influencing surfaces that much in-house, that means that basically we don't have to take up a full production rig. Same goes, for example, for hardness measuring for our brake discs. Usually what you'd do when you are a steel manufacturer, you have to scale that up way higher, but we just have to counter check whether the stuff that is sent to us is according to what we basically ordered in the beginning and what we did our simulations with.
I'm part of the development team. We are 5 people, 5 engineers. So we work on new stuff. You saw already, I think, our test rigs and stuff. So we are also testing running products and also new stuff. If we make a new product, it's not that it's just new, it's really better. So we want to improve every product. So that's how we work here.
We talk a lot about development of brakes, about testing brakes, about checking everything twice in the workshop. But there's one more thing that is very important in our product development and product improvement. We actually know what people ride because we ride it ourselves. So as you can see here, we've got all kinds of competitors' brakes. We actually ride them, and afterwards we take them apart if we want to know how they work, and just to exactly know what everyone is doing and what works and what doesn't. I think it's not even cut. We took this one apart, everything off, to see where what is and how what works. Okay, it's Friday afternoon and it's workshop time. So what you see here is everybody in the company learning how to bleed brakes. Because our idea is, if you go on a holiday to ride your bike and you've got a problem with your brake and you meet any Trickstuff employee, that person is going to be able to help you out. Because, I mean, they make the best brakes in the world, they sell the best brakes in the world, they should be able to fix any brake. So what we did do is, we have a lot of new employees who may not yet be firm with all this. So we get together on a regular basis and just talk about a technical issue, or just do hands-on sessions and work on brakes.
Mountain bikes is a sport you do in nature, so we have to protect nature for a long time. Nature is in danger, and we try to do everything to do our part to protect it. Means sustainability of our products and a long life of our products is a core value at Trickstuff that we follow very consequently. We try to design our products in a way so that they can be repaired, so that you as our customer can have spare parts for a very long time. So even today we have spare parts for brakes which are 20 years old, and we repair them for little money. We also take care the packaging of our products. We try to avoid plastics as far as possible, and we're stepping ahead in this process. For me, it's very important that every team member of Trickstuff is a passionate mountain bike rider or road bike rider, because we live this lifestyle. We are riders and we love this sport. So I can say really nearly every team member is a rider, and we are at 6 o'clock in the evening. After this interview, we're going to ride.
I wanna We're both showing how to get done.
Why I did this? Just to make a good show for you. There's no harder terrain than in Freiburg.